Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? This is the host of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. I am here tonight to do the usual live, and we are going to talk tonight about how the Silvera PNP murder case may impact future elections, especially the one that is in the near future. So, I'm going to ask you to please like the live and to share it with your friends. Let everybody know that we are on. While you're doing that, I'm going to go through the comments and say hi to you guys, especially those of you who are here religiously, right? Come over here so come hang out at night time. I appreciate your support. All right, so let us see. Corinne Lewis, good night. They didn't want to win again. Oh, those comments are from way earlier this morning. Sharon Bernard says, leave PNP business. We are the winner. Sharon Bernard, I don't know which part of the class you sit down, but I would assume it's the back. Where the PNP is concerned, first of all, the murder of Melissa Silvera is Jamaica's business. It's Jamaica people business and the world business. And for those of us who are activists and advocates of the safety and security of women and children, it is our business. Secondly, the People's National Party is not a private club. It is a servant. It is part of the political institution of Jamaica that is there to serve the Jamaican people. So we cannot leave it alone. It's taxpayers who are paying those members of parliament and those who are serving the people. So if I see you comment again with anything resembling dunce, I'm going to block you off at you. So consider this a warning. Maurice Williams, good night. That political frame-up plot will never affect any election anywhere. We'll see about that. That's exactly why we're here to discuss. And I'm also going to bring in one of my correspondents from Western Jamaica. So when we get to hear from her. His uncle killed his wife in the 70s. I think he was a member of the Michael Manley cabinet. Check to verify. The wife was the postmistress at Retreat St. Mary. That is an interesting statement. I don't know. I can't confirm because I have not looked into it, but that is interesting. Somebody says, bless up yourself, Pauline. How PNP involved in Silvera murder. Stop tell lie. Oh gosh. All right. So Tada Charlie, they are involved because at least 5 members of the PNP, including former members of parliament and sitting members of parliament and opposition leader, are all a part of the investigation. So it is a PNP Silvera murder case. And also, we are awaiting the information from the police about who are the 2 close associates who helped to clean up the murder scene and who helped to buy the material them to renovate the room. You are getting a warning just like the person up there, so coming here talking foolishness. And as I said, we're not promoting a dunce platform. We're promoting sensible reasoning, people who are logical. It does not matter your political affiliation, bias, or views. Once you come here talking sense, you can stay. If you come here and talk one nonsense, you got to go. You can also choose to be a silent listener. I don't have a problem with that. But once I see something that just does not belong on this platform, you are going to be deleted off of here. No tolerance for it, okay? This is not kindergarten. Somebody say, when he was the opposition leader, me's a well-thinking Jamaican, so no one can fool me. Okay, whatever. That's good. Good for you. Demonstrate it if that's what you are. Amazing Grace, good night. East Portland, big up yourself. Christ child, good to see you again. Jamaica Politics Uncovered family, everybody welcome. Please like the live and share it. Amazing Grace, say me and her twin. Me have to go see you. Somebody say a date and stay a country and buy the mattress for I don't know. I don't look here, man, be able to sell. No make them kind of comment the pan so because you're going to say me I can't do on foolishness. I don't know if I data then cannot be trusted, but I really don't have no information about that. Hello, Iona. George Reed said, I love the program. Thank you very much. Let's see. So why them did have to buy a new fridge? Them did freeze our... Oh, what the hell? Them did freeze our so that she start bleed. Me no know. New fridge buy? We not talk like someone miss an entire news cycle today. No, sir. When I said me go look in a hall direction, I'm gonna come off, me go look at fridge buy. Cause me never hear about a fridge buy. Me it's a renovation done, but I didn't hear not about no fridge. I mean, our deep freeze. Thank you for being so brave in seeking justice, family. Good night, all. Thank you for being here, Kenny's bro. When I like the live and share it, please and thanks. We are here for the truth. Diane Palmer, good night. My correspondent in Western Jamaica, good night. I will get with you shortly. On the ears of Silvera, uncle kill him wife. Finally reach one day from late. No, you're not late. May I wait look a bit for me when you come on? I'll start really about 7:10 or so. Don't block them, teach them. Me not like black people, that's why I give a warning first. Me not really me not black copy. But the standard has to be maintained here. Just like how I respect everybody on here, I expect that people who would decide to participate will come on here and respect everybody. Right? No bullying over here. We have a no bullying, zero tolerance bullying policy. And like I said, intelligent, mature discussion, love and unity. No baga over here, so. Uno na see me a come pan here, so I do no baga, so no come over here with no baga. If you have something to say, question or whatever, put it in the comment. May I read everything? All when I talk to the guests them, may I read everything. Not at all, no miss me. If I don't respond in the comment, I'm still reading. And I can't always do that because I don't like to tune out the person I'm speaking with to do something else. You get me? So if you have a question or something, type it in here. Somebody will respond to you or I will. I need to get a moderator. All right. So now, make we talk about the election that is coming up because Andrew Holness summons all of the JLP representative them to one meeting tomorrow. So right then and there, you know, say the election is due in February, right? And today is finally the last of the month. So maybe we hear one announcement before the end of the week. That would be nice, right? So I think the reason for that meeting is perhaps to rally the troops and get everybody together. And I guess everybody will just jump out of the blocks whenever the announcement date is made. So tell me, guys, what do you think about all this murder cover-up Silvera PNP case? How do you guys think it will affect the election? Because make no mistake, I don't care who wants to be in denial. I posted an upload about an hour, about 30 minutes ago, comparing the Silvera murder case with the Alex Murdaugh murder case in South Carolina. I think those two are probably the most high-profile cases, and they have some similarities because the two men are of affluent families in their respective jurisdictions. And, you know, in Jamaica, for example, we don't really see these type of crimes. To be honest with you guys, men killing their wives or their girlfriends. Yes, it happens, but it doesn't happen too often in Jamaica. Would you guys agree with that? Compared to the gang man them where I take out one another every minute and them something there, or even random killings, right? Let alone a former member of parliament, and then this whole thing happening within the confines, not just of the Silvera household, but within the confines of the People's National Party. I don't care who wants to deny it. Sensible, logical thinking people will see that this case is right underneath the umbrella of the PNP within the Rise United movement faction, and the people them who know that say and are risers, them involved too. Michael Phillips was questioned by the police. I don't know, what he was doing there, or if even if he was there. But clearly, if him did question, more than likely him was there, right? Bunting wife, them are not PNP. Yes, them are PNP, so it's a PNP Silvera crime. No, that is not to say that everybody who was questioned did something or are guilty. That's not the point. That is not what we're saying. Being implicated, being a part of, that is what we're talking about. So because this is a high profile case, just like the Murdoch case in South Carolina, where that family and their affluence being a family of lawyers and solicitors, and then, this man kill him wife and him son, then cover it up, then the police, then because they do their work, were able to find out what really happened, and he went on trial and he was found guilty for that, plus for defrauding his clients as a lawyer. And there were other cases that him and his family were connected to because they were of affluence. Nobody really challenged them in the way that they were challenged this time around. And so that man is facing almost a life then game. So how this will affect future elections? Because it is such a high profile case, the entire Jamaica know about it. Everybody in Jamaica know about it. So with that being said now, the fact say the opposition leader and the party, the People's National Party, the fact say them did not separate, disassociate themselves from the case. Yeah, that's a problem. And that is the wisdom that comes with leadership. You have to know how to handle these situations. You have to know how to respond appropriately. In a situation like this, nobody should have to tell you, say, you need to separate the party from it. As we stand right now, Julian Silvera is still a member of the People's National Party. Am I right or am I wrong? Yes, he's still a member of the PNP. And the statements that have been made by members of the party, particularly the leader and the president of the women's movement, for the fact say the leader come out and basically I say people are too hard on Silvera. Who does that? People are too hard on him. This man is charged with murder and overwhelming evidence, as we've seen, the gun match, the lie that was told initially about, dying in sleep and nobody mentioned nothing about no gunshot and everything else. So with the level of suspicion around it and what the public knows so far, you can't be coming out here telling people to go easy. A woman was shot 3 times, killed, taken away prematurely, left her 3 kids behind to suffer. So who should we really go easy on? They don't put up the same advocacy for the dead lady. So you can bet your ass that this case is going to negatively impact the politics. So and not just the opposition alone. It will negatively impact the politics because you have the journalists them also who were locked out of the courtroom and all kind of something. So people already feel suspicious about the justice system, right? And the fact say a politician involved, and whether champagne them and everybody like it or not, the Jamaican people them would I really want to see the justice system deal with the thing public, just like how Alex Murdoch, his case was open court. I was watching the trial every day. I mean, I'm a car, me have it on my phone and sitting. So the whole world can see how these things are played out in court. Transparency matters. And there's a perception, and I see the corruption perception came out about Jamaica. And in summary, it basically said that, people in high places in Jamaica, they have too much power and they use it to their advantage. And it gives rise to too much corruption. And that is the perception. So let me see what you guys are saying, because I did ask what you thought how it would impact the politics. I mean, it definitely give Andrew Holness a little bit of cushion. And I just the truth. It's not nice to say that. Because we're talking about murder and people dead in and so forth. So we don't really want to make them talk there to make it look like Serere. But I think we understand how it is being used. Somebody say, I don't think he's going to call it tomorrow. You're talking about the election. Okay. I didn't really say tomorrow, I think I said before the end of the week. Good night to you, guys. Guys, if you're just coming on, please like the live and share it so that people can know that we are on. Please and thank you. If more prominent name call in the cover-up, best believe they won't be coming back from that. That is true. And more names are going to call because them said 2 people. We haven't heard of who the 2 former members of parliament are yet. And then there are the 2 people who the police said they have evidence that they participated in the cover-up and participated in funding the renovation materials to cover up the crime scene. That is very serious. So once those are released, it's gonna be another frenzy, all over the place. People are gonna be talking, people are gonna be posting, people are gonna be asking questions. So this is not gonna go away anytime soon. Because every little thing will come out of this breaking news. This is a high profile case. It's a high profile case, and as I say, it's not just involving the husband. When other people start to get questioned because they were there, or them come out of social media talk some things where make you have to scratch your head, like miss little bit of blood and them kind of people there, who, they're used to speak on behalf of the party by Mark Golding. Them use she as the blogger. She's like the blogger for the PNP. I want to see all the photos of her and them something there. So it's huge. And that's just the truth. Somebody said me ear say she run away. Oh, that little bit of blood? Oh, okay. When you do wickedness, it is coming back tenfold. Spread lies. What does somebody attack say? You want to edit your comment or something? Because it's confusing a little bit. You let. Somebody say, you remember when George Wright and his woman, you see all the PNP was going on about it, and now they are covering up this one. The George Wright situation, if an election were to be called then, I am sure that would have affected the Jamaica Labour Party. Yes. And that is why Andrew Holness had to use his best judgment, and the secretariat of the JLP had to put out a statement to say that George Wright is expelled from their party. And George Wright had to go sit on the opposition side or not sit with the government side in the parliament. So these are important decision-making skills that you must have as a leader. You can't be so tribal within your own party that if something so wrong, something so huge is happening where you need to disassociate your party as the leader from a particular situation, and you cannot do it. You're not a leader. You are not a leader if you can't make. I mean, we're talking George right lick down the woman with the stool, This is a murder, guys. And I know you don't hear the leader of the opposition or the party's secretariat say, while Mr. Silvera is going through this murder case, we have decided to terminate his membership, right? Or whatever term they want to use that is in keeping with their constitution when these things arise. See, I'm like, oh, them could have expelled people from out of the party because they say people are bring party in a disrepute for reporting something. So if this not bring party in a disrepute, this murder here, then I don't know what these people stand for. And if this is the position that they decide to take amidst this very serious problem, then I don't think they have the decision-making skills to be forming any government. And that's just the truth. I heard a fridge was bought. Okay, a fridge was bought. We don't know if that's in relation to the murder, but we just don't know. We don't know. So we can't say yes and we can't say no. I have a feeling that Andrew not calling the local election till after the 8th when more info comes out of the courtroom. What if they are just being honest by not disassociating themselves? Big Mac, what do you mean by that? Just being honest about what? I am a new subscriber. I am very, very choosy. Thank you for joining, Jasmine. They don't like women. Could you please speak on the 16 trillion money which is gone missing from the 3 ministries? I will speak about that if I feel like it and when I do. Tonight, we're talking about the election that is on the horizon, and we're talking about the elaborate murder cover-up, the Silvera PNP murder cover-up, and whether that is going to affect elections going forward. If you do not feel comfortable hearing what we're saying here tonight, you can please up off of the channel and come back one at a time, or you don't have to come back at all. Or message another blogger and ask them to talk about it. Or you can open your own platform and talk about it. You're asking me to talk about $16 trillion. Is Jamaica people paying me to be opposition? You don't see the opposition in the country, go and send them message, them in the parliament. Them getting paid to talk about it. Them have a choice. I have a choice. They're getting paid to speak on behalf of the people and all these things. So you may want to direct your message to them. That is their job and their obligation. What I do here is optional. And I have the freedom to pick and choose about what I speak about and when I do. So you want to direct your question to the appropriate bodies. And that is the 14 members of parliament and whosoever responsible to speak on financing, to shadow financing in the country. Thank you very much for your question. Yes, Bunting wife by the fridge and Mikhail by the mattress. I heard it on a next program. Okay. My prediction, JLP was going to lose this election, but the PNP gave them a winning hand with the Jolly and Silvera murder case. This case is going to sink the PNP, mark my words. So, Jasmine, thank you for your comment. Do you think that if the leadership of the PNP did handle the murder cover-up differently? For example, if the leader of the opposition did come out and say, boy, them are disassociate the party from what is happening, the ongoing investigation and so forth, you think that would have make a difference in how it is handled by the leadership of the party? Tell me in the comment, please. No worry yourself, you soon can call in on this, One of my friends them give me some good advice yesterday. So I'm gonna take the weekend and make you guys have the freedom to ring in and stuff like that. Hopefully. That is if they don't fix it already, because him come out of the court smiling. Lord Jesus. People believe that the judicial system tends to support the PNP. The PNP has a very strong historical ties with the judicial system, which accounts for so many lawyers in the PNP. Somebody say, hold on. The JLP going to win the election. Why do you say that, Carlton? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder case here? That corruption perception report should have had American politicians on it. Corruption in every politics, guys. Yes, but to certain degrees and to different degrees. In the United States, the U.S. prosecute corrupt politicians. I was in Chicago recently, and I was talking with some family. We were talking about the politics there. And we were talking about politicians there who were prosecuted. One man, I mean, I don't know where him did think if him really could have get away with some of them things there. When did name Blagayevish, something like that. He had a weird haircut. He was so neck deep in it, and then prosecute him successfully, and we don't see him no more after that. But in Jamaica, do we prosecute corruption? No, we don't. We do not, and that's a problem. So while corruption exists everywhere, the judicial system in Jamaica, I don't know why it is that they find it hard. Do you guys think that Ruel Reid, for example, will ever face prosecution? Right now, it doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem that way. It's been how many years? The justice system not working. It's very slow. And that's a problem. And the country must talk about that. The government, the judiciary, the opposition, they must all talk about it. Why is it that somebody gets charged for corruption and years later, nothing? You have people who commit corruption and come out admit that they commit corruption, and they say sorry and life goes on. No, we can't be doing that. I hear Desmond McKenzie will be calling the local tomorrow at the conference center, Mobile. Okay. All right, let me reach out to my correspondent and get a little feedback here. And if you know want to call my correspondent in Kingston, Liz, you tell me in the comments. All right. Here we go, the correspondent in Western Jamaica. The thing long time. Very smart. She know how it go. Good night, my correspondent in Western Jamaica. How are you?
Not bad.
Try and walk away from the noise a little bit there.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask you, thank you. So we're going to ask you tonight, how do you think, if at all, this high-profile murder case that happened with Jarland Silvera and the PNP, how do you think it will affect the national politics going forward and as the local election is looming?
Well, it definitely impacts the party negatively because election is pending, local government election is pending, and I understand the date will be announced tomorrow.
Is it?
Tomorrow, the local government election date should be announced tomorrow at the Montego Bay Conference Center.
Okay, thank you for that information.
All right. So I'm saying no, it has to negatively impact the People's National Party.
Okay.
Because when you have a leader or a so-called leader expecting to win an election, I would think, and a murder have been committed, and up to now, the lady was murdered. We heard the 10th the 10th. We heard the 10th of November. She was murdered. See, and the opposition leader put out on his speech the 11th that she died peacefully in her sleep. No, from the 10th of November 2023 until now, it is 2024, the ending of January, and the party hierarchy have not come out officially and distance themselves from the murder. So obviously, Mark Golding, I would say, is in cohort with Joel and Silvera. Because if you have your friend and you hear that your friend is a murderer, right? And the person is in custody, and you're a high profile person, you're expecting people to put them confidence in you. It would be only right and just for you to distance yourself. And you distance yourself by simply saying, putting out a press release and said the party is distancing themselves from Joel and Silvera until everything is concluded. That's all you need to do. But Mark Golding not do that. Mark Golding not do it with nobody at all. Mark Golding suck up to everything that is bad, and we cannot put confidence in Mark Golding. Mark Golding must go. We cannot have a leader of opposition hoping to be prime minister of this country, and a murder have been committed. His bodyguard, his primary bodyguard, it is alleged that he murdered his wife. And up to this day, Mark Golding have not come out and distanced himself from Joel and Silvera. We are not going to have that in Jamaica. We don't want no politician at all, whether it be PNP or Labour. Once it can be proven that the person is embroiled in a thing called murder, then if you do not distance yourself, then we have no use for you. So at this time, we have no use for Mark Golding.
Do you mind telling the people your political affiliation?
I have been a member of the People's National Party since 1978, unbrokenly.
Okay. And you do not support this leadership?
I do not support. I have said it earlier in the when was it? I think it was 2021 when we had that demonstration at HQ. I said the People's National Party hierarchy, I do not believe in. I have said it from then.
How long have you been a member?
So it is a successive, since Mark Golding have been there, the party have successively come under extreme scrutiny and base of Mark Golding's bad judgment.
Okay.
Bad judgment. He's not ready for the limelight. He's not ready for politics, and he should go.
Okay. So before you go, I'm not gonna keep you much longer. Just tell us, now that the local election is looming, what is the mood on the ground from the people there in Western Jamaica?
Well, the mood on the ground is that in my area, the mood on the ground is that most persons are going with the Labour Party.
Okay.
Because of Mark Golding, because that famous word that Mark Golding used to the councillors, people are still up in arms. They felt very disrespected.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your information and participation. We will talk again, okay?
Okay.
Have a good night.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So this as she said, she's been a member of the PNP from 19 how long, and I guess she has kind of withdrew Probably been a member of the party before Mark Golding came along, but withdrew from the party since its leadership. I forgot to ask her, since she withdrew herself and now see this, what is happening with the murder and the cover up, how she feel about that. But we'll talk to her again. Want to say, call Liz? I wish she there. Is it my phone or your picture is not on the screen anymore? I'm seeing it. I don't know if it's your phone, but I'm seeing it. I haven't done anything different on my end. Good night. Good night, Bones. I'm not gloating. We need a strong opposition regardless. Yeah, and that's just the truth. You cannot have a country without a viable opposition. Anything can happen, Anything can happen. The people of Jamaica are supposed to have a viable opposition. And not no weak opposition. If I even 2 members of parliament in there from the opposition side, they feel stable, they feel have sense, they feel have integrity, and always be at the ready for an election and to form the next government. We don't have that right now, and that is just the truth. So that's why I say the people them in the diaspora, the couple of people them I say, I threaten to protest this and that. What are they really standing for? Because you cannot want to protest against a government that you think is incompetent and with all the issues in the country. But when you look at the opposition, they are worse incompetent and even compromised now with this whole murder cover-up. So are you going to act like that's not happening? Let's not be fooled. Let's not be hypocrites. Let's not be stupid. If you're going to be calling incompetent and wrong and everything, call it on everybody. Do you go live on TikTok or IG, Facebook? Not really. I just go live here, so. I feel like TikTok, Lord Jesus, I don't know how I feel about TikTok. I feel like I'm not really my type of crowd over there. And I don't even understand the platform that well anyway. Keep doing what you're doing. I have your back 100%. Thank you, Bones. And everybody, please like the live and share. Make a call my correspondent in Kingston now, because people are awaiting this announcement about the local government election. We don't know what the turnout is going to be like. That is something interesting that we should look for, because the decline has been, happening consistently. So make we see if we can reach Liz right now. Eventually, Golding will be asked about the murder on the campaign trail. I don't think Liz is available. Usually, I will let her know in advance if I want her to join us. I didn't do that. So if she calls back, then we'll let her in. But otherwise, we'll just keep going. But guys, if I were on the side of the government, going into an election or on any side at all, and my opponents are from an organization where a murder cover-up happened, I am gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna act like it didn't happen. Because right then and there now, your integrity and phone integrity come into question. So may I talk about it. So if you hear the members of the government party out there talking about it, not in a way that is vile and hostile and them something, they will not really like them kind of tone there. But in a mature manner and in a civil manner, I would like to hear members of the governing party or any party, whether you're independent, wherever, we don't need to bring them people here to task. Ask them, say, how them want come lead and represent people when something like that can happen among them and them can disassociate themselves from it. And some of them look suspect and in a question and them something there. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. As long as it's not done in a way that, you're happy, you give off happiness. You can't happy about something like this, because as me say, a woman dead and our pitney them miss her. So we're not happy. We not feel good about this no time at all. But what make it even worse is the fact that you have people who are trying to cover it up because they want to evade justice. Good night, Liz.
Hello. Good night.
You're live on air, and I just called you a while ago.
Just call me and you're on here now?
Yes, man, we're on here now because the election I got call you now, so we want to know if at all how this murder cover-up and the ongoing case will affect the politics, not just the party, but the politics, the national politics. You want to give me a talk on that one day?
Yeah, man, because interesting. Good night, everybody. Good night and welcome once again to this great program. Interestingly enough, tonight on social media, because this Joel and Silvera murder case or trial to be about to begin February 8th is being strategically used by the governing party and friends of theirs in media. Interestingly, tonight on the Jackson program, on Angle, topic is the Joel and Silvera murder. But looking at it diplomatically, she says from the media lockout.
Yeah.
It is going to be the platform of the local government campaign.
Okay. That's interesting.
And I'm hoping that when we finish talking, everybody can get a chance to watch all angles with Ian Jackson Miller.
Okay. So, in your view now, you feel like say it go, impact the whole situation, if at all?
Yeah, man, it is going to impact the candidate and the election. It is going to, because as I've said, the JLP and Ian Jackson Miller is a what you call it now.
She's very astute. She's been around a long time.
And she's an ardent supporter of Andrew. She actually helped Andrew Holness in 1997 against Dr. Warren Blake. She was standing on Seaward Drive. I was standing behind her, listening to her on election day, making that report.
You know which year?
So 1997, before the year when Dr. Warren Blake beat Andrew. But then there was a recall of 3 polling division and then overturn it and make Andrew get it. But she was instrumental in all of that happening.
Okay.
She was on standing behind her listening to the report on that election.
Okay.
Father worked for Robert Lightburn. So she's a pro JLP and a pro Andrew Holness. So it has been strategically used and it is going to be used all during the campaign. So
may I ask you a question now, Liz? If you did up on the other side, or if this did happen on the other side, you not think you're supposed to question people who behave like they can do when they sit there if they want to come up against you in a politics. Start the truth.
Yes, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we effectively, which was really honest, we effectively used the situation involving Michael Dodos Cook in the Manad Phelps and Phillips. We did effectively use it.
Yeah.
In 2011.
Yes, that's true.
And yeah, we effectively use it.
And George Wright too. And the George Wright something too.
No, well, we haven't gotten a chance yet to use the George Wright, but these dumb people as not well, they have killed it with the action of because had the Silvera murder not happened, then with the quality people that we know inside the PMP in this, because everybody is talking about better than the jail people and the social media and the networking.
Wait there, Liz. Wait there. What you say? Liz?
Yeah, we are better than the JLP.
For the social media?
Yeah, man.
And what you say?
Go better than them, man.
Mm-mm.
Look here. Look here. I'm going to give you one example. When when Riza Dayton Campbell attacked Lisa after the 2020 general election, and they started out early attacking Lisa, and out should narrowly win by 32. And Lisa coined the phrase or the tree line rap or DJ song there. If the 32 are we did win by 32 vote, then the 32 are we would not God knows as king the 32 we be in government. That is who better than them by far. Right? But
no, sir.
in control of the party, no. You know?
Yeah.
Who better than, and when the real we come out, because one of the things that happened is that the team, the team, especially the team that put together
the resistance. The resistance attack.
Well, yes, the resistance is one of the because as the time come, Karen from
we are there. Somebody say the PNP only better with lies and propaganda. We have to say about that.
No, that person is living on cloud nine. The man at Phelps and Phillips was not a lie. The George Wright incident is not a lie. Several other things are there which are not lies, but I won't say them now.
Okay.
We don't do that. We don't.
All right. So with the propaganda and them something, them I feel like say the propaganda and the liar them and the wicked them are the Rise United movement cult. Exactly. Them the people there. This is why the party split, because the people them who in the party will believe in a truth and believe in a decency. That is why they have not joined the Rise United movement. And I have heard from members of the party who say that these people and this culture of politics them come with, we cannot do that. You understand? That's why I don't say the Rise United them is a cult. They're a cult, and that's just the truth. And they lie, they tell lie on people, they use some very dangerous propaganda, put people life in danger, and them something there. And that's yes, and that's why I come down now. You see, murder, cover up and lie same way. You understand?
I mean, a young 10-month-old baby and her mother was abducted and murdered, and the statement out of Rise United Movement Party is Paul will fling seed. This is a young child, a baby, and her mother abducted and murdered. And you, the Rise people, is going to say Paul will fling seed in a time of bereavement, a 10-month-old child? No. These people,
this style of politics, I don't know where they get this style of politics, this culture of politics inside of the PNP by these Rise United movement faction people. Them have to come out of the politics. And you know what? You see, if the justice system have to be a part of that, they should be. And you know what? Rise has given the justice system the perfect opportunity to help shove them from out of the politics. Because them are not politician. And me, I'm talking about this murder cover-up here. So the justice system in Jamaica must look at every one of them were involved and prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. Because if the PNP is so weak that they have no disciplinary that they have no disciplinary body within to get this dangerous cult from out there. Now see them go commit murder there. The justice system have to get them out of the politics. And if it takes a little time, then so be it.
Yes, well, first of all, I am asking that you stop use the term cover up, because it's no longer a cover up. One person so far has been charged, and he is now on 3 counts: murder, gun, and conspiracy, whatever. He's on 3 charges, right? So it's no longer a cover up. It's before the court. He comes back on the 8th. Now, the fact of the matter is the People's National Party.
No, Liz, hold on there. Oh, you gotta tell me to stop talking about cover up. Don't it them say them have 2 people. Wait, hold on now. Don't it them say them have 2 people. Close associates of them, where they help cover up the murder and buy material for cover up the murder. It is still a cover up.
No, but listen, the police, you have to understand policing and police investigation and detective work and great detective work. There are instances, you have had trials in this country of high profile personalities who the defense lawyer draw this card. For example, Bustamante and the murder on the Labor Day when you jack marches and the man was killed at Bellevue. But because of the publicity, Buster lawyer was able to draw the card that he wouldn't get a fair trial in Kingston. They moved to St. Thomas. And by the time it moved to St. Thomas, a man was paid to take the blame and him get how much years and them take care of him family. So you have to be careful. In these days, you have the cyber crimes, this, whatever. So the police is being very meticulous. You cannot go there and put the two people name until you interview them with their lawyer present and you have this evidence, ear-clad evidence against them, then you charge them. So it is no longer cover up, because as I said, one, the husband has been charged, 3 counts, and then now the police continuing the investigation. The other 2 persons eventually will be named and will be charged.
For cover up?
No, they will be charged with accessory after, before and after the fact.
Okay. Let me just respond to this person real quick. Charmaine Thomas, welcome to the program and good night. Guys, please like the live and share the live for me, please. That's not a lot to ask, okay? Now, Charmaine, thank you for joining. I don't like the fact that I am seeing this way too often, where people are attacking the Integrity Commission in the country. We must not do that. We must not promote that. We must not encourage that. We must not practice that. We have an integrity body in the country which is not that old. Okay? So imagine all of the things that used to go on in the country before we had an integrity body. We must promote transparency and support the Integrity Commission. We must not attack them. Let them do their job. Let them feel like the country appreciate that we have an integrity body. We cannot. You see, the moment we start to attack the integrity body in the country, it means that we do not want no oversight. We do not want nobody holding these people accountable. I support the Integrity Commission, and I will not attack them nor encourage anybody to do so. We must not do that. Okay?
But when persons attack your own fellow citizens who has stepped forward with the quality and characteristics to be a part of a body that does that kind of work, Integrity Commission, when you go after them, you're actually going after yourselves. Because it is like a family in the home. If mother says, daughter Nat, you have been rude to have picked the neighbor, Miss Johnson Mango, without her permission, and daddy comes in and says he's in agreement with mother, but then the auntie or the grandmother who lives in the house with the family says no. Oh, you mean pick the mango and then attack daddy and mommy? It isn't attacking the integrity of the whole family. So I agree with you. You cannot be attacking your civil servant who has stepped forward to do these jobs, because the country is certainly in need of the Integrity Commission. What we should be doing is voicing opinion, for example, loudly and in numbers, that the ombudsman office should not be phased into the EOJ or ECJ, because that is going to put political control on the work to be done by the ombudsman. But I agree, please stop attacking the Integrity Commission. It is an important body and it has done tremendous good work.
Yes. And whether your party or the party you're biased to, whether them in power or not, do not attack the Integrity Commission, because it seemed to me like, say, the people them who support the governing party in office right now, anytime the Integrity Commission comes out and say anything about members of the governing party, the supporters attack the Integrity Commission. I see it happen on Twitter, and it's very nasty. You see what I'm with you? Them got the man with the integrity people, the integrity man, they say get shot. I get shot at, and them grab him briefcase and so. We don't really hear much out of the cases. I know the man that contact say he get shot in or who shot him. You wonder if these people are scared. What is happening? You know, we must not do that. We have to be very careful.
And another thing too, the persons who are attacking will be the persons for looking first flight out, because attacking the Integrity Commission in your pro administration, and you keep attacking, then pro administration can suddenly turn into a monstrous dictatorial governance, and then come to the Integrity Commission today, then we come a year yard for you tomorrow.
Yes,
and then you start with the first flight out a year.
Yes, and then also what you do when we attack the Integrity Commission, guys, we are demotivating people from aspiring to go into that field of work. We don't want people to say them not gonna be no Integrity Commission because people are gonna attack them and see them as enemy of the state. They're not enemies of the state. You know who are the enemies of the state? The corrupt politician them, the one them who are murder people and cover it up. The one them who in a politics from selfish a shingle house, them now have no record of performance, but they want to come back around here, but they want power. Them the people, they are enemies of the state. The gunman, them we are kill off people them in our country, the contract killer them, and them are enemies of the state. Make the Integrity Commission do their work, and we all need to support them, no matter which side of the politics we're on. Somebody say, Ruan said the Integrity Commission should be unbiased. Change that team and get some neutral people. What are they unbiased about? Ruan, what are they unbiased about? Are you one of those people who get offended when the Integrity Commission says something about politicians you support? I hope not. This is a question. Tell us what they're unbiased about.
But not interestingly enough, Rohan, you sound like a young person. Interestingly enough.
Who sound like a young person? Rohan?
Yeah, Rohan. When the JLP was in office 2007 to 2011, there was a key office called Auditor General. That office came under strenuous, severe attack. Right, because of the work that was being done. When we won in 2011, the then finance minister, the esteemed, distinguished Dr. Peter David Phillips, restored the Auditor General. And the thing the Auditor General uncovered, the list is, look, when the PMP come back to office, all I want to hear and them try crush and hide is people are going to charge with murder within the present cabinet. No, when that office was revived to its prominent position by Dr. Peter David Phillips as finance minister, the things that they uncovered, including the CMU.
All right, hold on there.
The former minister of education and the principal.
Hold on the princess. Somebody say they don't believe an advisor of Dr. Phillips should be working for the Integrity Commission. Junior, hold on there. Junior, do you have something to implicate that person who was the advisor in anything corrupt? Because if you don't, then you can't just say that person shouldn't be on the Integrity Commission because they were an advisor to somebody else. That's not enough reason. That's not enough of a reason to say that they're not qualified to be there. You understand? And you can't just say because a person that used to advise somebody with a PNP. That's not enough of a reason. That doesn't say the person lacks integrity or the ability to do the job. You know, so the first time I see that documentary they were named The Cost of Corruption. One of the happiest days of my life. You know how long I didn't really want Jamaica to confront corruption? I want to finally see it on the YouTube and other platforms. I said, thank you, Jesus. Some people have the courage now to come confront this corruption in the country. Because before that, we had nobody or nothing. So now, let us not turn on the people, them guys. Don't do that. Make us support the Integrity Commission. Anytime.
This is orchestrated criminality at the highest level, government. A little bit of history there again to help these youngsters. Let us assume they are youngsters and them zealous about them party in governance. In Colombia, this same sort of governance happened when the Medellin and the Cali cartel ran the country, ran government. This same thing happened. And then out of that emerged a civil servant. And he began to clean up. And because they kill judges, politicians, etc. And they corrupt them too. In 2011, Digicel applied for a landline service. Digicel applied for a landline service. 800 million US dollar was paid to the then government for that landline service. When Dr. Peter David Phillips, this man must be honored by this country, when the time the right way not get honored yet. When Dr. Peter David Phillips became finance minister in 2011, Dr. Phillips went with the team from the Tax Jamaica office, and they went to the Digicel office because up to now the country has not received 1 cent. It is the country's money, but we don't know where it is. And not even know up to this day that 800 million US dollar has been pocketed. Dr. Phillips then asked in the 2016 campaign, he was asking the present Prime Minister about the house, the land and the house, the US dollar accumulated to buy the land, etc. People in the PMP, Peter Bunting, Mark Golding, Paul Burke, them attack Dr. Phillips. So where we are today, so be careful and do your research on the country. We need the Integrity Commission as a separate independent body. We need the Ombudsman not being controlled by the ECJ or the EOJ. We need those bodies. This country is in a serious mess.
Look here, for the people who are asking about the ombudsman and the discussion today about the ombudsman and the EOJ, me not support that neither. But let me tell you guys something. You see, the ombudswoman who did there before, you know why the woman stepped down? Mark Golding is the one who made that woman step down. Because when Mark Golding referred to members of parliament as boy and little boy, Andrew Holness could have never get away with that. Portia Simpson could have never, Lisa Hanna, nobody else could have get away with referring to a member of parliament as boy and little girl and little boy. No, we don't do that kind of style. And when the ombudsman wrote to him and said, listen, that kind of tone coming from somebody like you especially, there's a lot going on there. You understand? That's not appropriate. And you need to apologize and pay a fine. And he said he's not doing it. Another time, I think Dayton Campbell did something and the ombudsman talked to them and them said them not doing it. So look here. When time people like Peter Bunting, who did also get implicated in the FLA, giving firearms sitting to rapists and they're sitting there, the whole rights group people them come out and say him need to go on. Look here, they have disrespected the institutions of Jamaica so bad. Them don't listen to nobody. Nobody cannot tell them nothing. Them not feel like nobody fi confront them about what is wrong. The ombudswoman talk to them, they say they nah do nothing. So the woman step down. Right? When the rights group them come out and say that Bunting need to step down, and it's the accusation against Dayton Campbell say him for go on, them say them not doing anything. And at that time, I kind of knew that it would come to a point where anything goes. Because you can't want people to abide by rules and regulation. And when you fi do it, you don't do it. That makes no sense. And if I'm like the ombudsman, me gone too. Because if you are going to ask me to be the ombudsman and things are going, and me are going to mediate and put in the right penalty, and you as the opposition leader go tell me say you not do it, because you not feel to do it, it means that they don't respect laws, they don't respect regulation and rules. So what is the point?
True, but not only that, look at what is happening inside your country now. Look at the situation. we are perilously placed in terms of our governance, national politics at both levels, the local and the central government level. Because as you rightly said, when Ombudswoman, what's her name again, Brown, asked Mark Golin, which was in the purview of her policy and her job to to apologize to the country and to the member of parliament who was Montague, that he addressed in that slave mentality, Bakrama's manner. He refused, and then they, the members of the Rise United movement, became abusive when we, the PFP members, said, of course, they wanted us, them begging us, we must come and unite with that kind of person. See what he said a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Uno come and forget them little infliction there and in at the party and come and all the way a comrade. And when me done, give me the power, give me the power. And when me done, only can fight, only can war, only can start war with me again. That person is a part of a despotic, dangerous, dictatorial enslavement sort of governance that the people them not listen and look and learn, you know. When you as a nation are going to sanction them people have to come leave you, what you think are going to happen to you? They come for the ombudswoman today. Them going to come knock on your door and pick you up tomorrow and you disappear like when Hitler take with the Poles them and them start this and them carry them in a one and them enter. So them will get back and them body never come out back. These people not thinking.
Well, I'm glad so people like you and our friend there in Western Jamaica who are long-standing members of the PNP. Because you have some people will come on this and come sit down and they also come listen. And I think say, oh, she's just bashing the people. I don't really care. This is a national platform, national discussion. And you have people from within who are saying that these people, Europe, well, it's just say despotic, demagogues, and them kind of sitting there. And I the truth. So, somebody has a question here for you. The person say, does Liz know anything about Silvera's family history in politics, and has she heard about the uncle's wife demise? They must say allegedly, Liz, that Silvera did have an uncle where was married or common law with the postmistress, some postmistress in retreat, St. Mary, who was killed and nothing happened. I don't know, I cannot confirm it. Have you heard anything about that?
Well, if his uncle, because I had mistakenly said, I thinking there was Noel Silvera, minister, MP for the same constituency in St. Mary.
Under UFA administration. Huh? Under UFA administration. Under UFA administration.
MP man, 72 to
72. That's what I want to know. 8. When? Okay, all right. No.
Yeah, 72 to 8. He was Minister of National Security.
Okay.
And in Noel Silvera, I thought it was Joyland's father, but it seems that it was Joyland's uncle. And we did hear about that incident with the postmistress.
Why? Right? When that happened, Liz?
It's sometime in the 70s.
Okay.
Because he was not. He was not in the Minister of National Security and Justice in the 89 to 2006 was KD Knight for 12 years and then Dr. Page. So it was he was in the cabinet 72 to 80. He did 2 terms as Minister of National Security and then, maybe that incident was one of them and the
72. Somebody says 72. Somebody says 72. Huh? Somebody says 72. But where you hear did happen to the woman?
Well, I think she was murdered,
Oh.
I think she was murdered, but you never heard anything more about it.
Okay. I guess that was the uncle's wife, allegedly. I wonder if we could find any literature, any report online about that.
Yeah, because Noel Silvera was his name. And I was thinking that was Joyland's father because it's the same seat, Silvera St. Mary. And I thought, but they said no, his father's name is Ian.
Yes, his father's name is Ian, yes. Right. But according to the family history, They say all of the Silveras them in Jamaica related, you know.
Yeah, man. It could because the same Western St. Mary. You
Yeah.
had him, Terry Gillette, the late Orius Clark, all of those persons were MPs in St. Mary. And then you had when Harry joined, because Harry Douglas was born in St. Mary, when Harry joined, we took all seats. We usually win the two, right? The one Silvera had, then Orius take it up, and the one Terry Gillette had, and the JLP always had the one with Alvarez. I think it's, remember.
So what about the man when he Lawrence? Them used to call him Larry. Lawrence Silvera. He was a very good horse trainer that migrated to Canada after a while. Is he related to Jordan as well? You know that name?
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, man, I know Larry. Yeah, it's true. He left Jamaica and go to
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
And still continued in the hospice and business.
Yes, he did.
They all look what you call white or semi-white.
Yeah.
All of them look alike.
Oh, okay.
Straight
Okay.
Yeah, them all have the same look.
Oh,
so it's possible that those are his uncles too.
I know, so for some reason a lot of people think say his father was a black man, me no know.
No.
Or maybe mixed.
Where me think was his father, no black.
No, well, them say no, well, the uncle and Ian are the father.
Yeah, the father. Yeah, that will come and learn you right
now.
now.
Okay.
But the thing, let us not lose our focus on the program, because this is a good program tonight. And you know, one of the things, the ombudswoman, the same ombudswoman, when the by-election was being called in Dr. Green's seat, what was it now? The other seat, Southeast St. Mary. There was a night program, $800 million was being spent on the road, quick. The ombudswoman challenged it and said no. The PMP candidate, Dr. Sharon Alexis, challenged with the team, Dr. Phillips, the opposition leader, then a party president, challenged that, how the situation had unfolded. Andrew and the ombudswoman, in her capacity, and which is her job, one of her job description, wrote to the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, and said, no, this cannot be done in this manner because it will give the impression that it is a pork barrel situation. Andrew Holness turned to the ombudswoman and said, I don't have to answer to you for anything I am doing. And she replied, it is public funds. That is the same Donna lady? Yeah, man. Oh. What Donna Parchment? Yeah. Brown. One day now, after that encounter between both parties, she was standing on, I don't know if you know Arbitrary Road, where you have Trevinian Park Road comes out, filters out into Arbitrary Road, just across from the TSC and the gas station in that general area. She was talking to her friend on the Saturday. These people don't understand what I'm doing when they attack these people and these officers. She was standing on that road on the Saturday, on the sidewalk, speaking to a friend of hers. She's married. Two men on bike rode up, pulled gun. The pillion pulled a gun, stick up the ombudswoman, take her wedding ring off her finger, and ride away. That was a warning to her. Oh, so from there, so she kind of pulled back. She began to take stock. We have a problem in Jamaica where a lot of politicians have seen them demonstrate a behavior where they do not respect the oversight bodies and those institutions. I said the same Integrity Commission put out report already, and before them angle the thing properly and go through the proper process, if they have a problem with the report, them got stand up on platform and cuss out the Integrity Commission and call them friend news station and cuss out the people. Them, you cannot do that. You don't have to agree with the report. If you feel there's something wrong in the report, you can get a lawyer. You can write to them. You can explain yourself, whatever the case might be. But when time them are going to take platform and publicly
war with the Integrity Commission and do them something there. It shows they have no respect for authority. And that cannot be that way.
Not only that, what has happened, the work being done by the Ombudswoman and the Integrity Commission is able to facilitate criminal proceedings against both those in governance now and the rise, members of the rise. Those reports are so strong, so well done, so well prepared, they can generate court, civil court, criminal, murder court trials against these people in politics. That's why I'm telling you, this Jamaica in the last 8 years is resembling what Colombia went through before it was cleaned up under the Cali cartel and the Medellin cartel. We are now governed by mafia, drug lords, you name it. That is, and I'm not just talking about the JLP administration. I'm talking about the top Canaries of Rise United. Peter Bunting look on the people them Integrity Code and say, nah, sign off on it.
Yes, Liz. Yes, thank you for bringing up that. Thank you for bringing up that. Peter Bunting, me see him disrespect the people them and say, even when him own a leader assign the agreement, the integrity agreement, in same nah sign none, because why? The people then put out report on him when don't agree with. No, you tell me if them are people. Me say, Rhoda Crawford, look here, I hear some want you can talk. I want Rhoda Crawford to come here so can tell Jamaica and tell the world why she's taking up herself to go over South Manchester to go be the campaign manager and follow out Bunting. Anybody who
she's not no, I'm she comes from a PMP background. So
I'm not talking about whether she come from a PMP background, Liz. Me I say I would like to invite her over here for come tell Jamaica why is it that she don't stay in a central Manchester and do a shadow instead of fear go south to go be campaign manager to keep out Bunting from out there.
No, I am saying, and I'm in her defense. In her defense, I have been following the whole thing, and she has been appointed long before in the making decision. She was appointed campaign manager for the parish of Manchester. So she's not following Bunting. No, I should say, let us use her term. She's not following that man. She has been appointed.
Oh, such man. Such man.
Such man. She has been appointed by her party to be the campaign manager for the entire Manchester. Incidentally, her campaign manager for the general election to defeat Peter Murcutt Bunting in central Manchester was the first husband and father of her child. Lisa Anna, first husband, was our campaign manager.
Everybody know by now that Peter Bunting is not good for the country. He's not good as member of parliament. He was there how much term, didn't do nothing there. The only thing what him have as a record of performance is to be wicked and to set on Jamaican to tear them down, character assassinate them, threaten them life and their safety. Bunting don't look here. Jamaica people and Jamaica politics, they have no use for Peter Bunting. There's enough wickedness going on in the world. Bunting must go park himself up a proven wealth. That's where he belongs. His sort of behavior and politics, it is not in keeping with civilization.
So, it is despotic.
Yes, so no more Bunting around here, so.
No more Bunting, no more Golden, no more Campbell, no
yeah, all of who are Tapanaris, the Tapanaris clique, the Rise United movement clique, all of who say them them don't make them money already and beat them chest, and all of who are come from the FinSac situation. There's no room, no vacancy here for those people. We need to move in a forward direction with the politics. Time to stop from recycling these corrupted people. Bunting is corrupt and him need to leave the politics now. Him cause enough damage. Him make enough people, what you call it now? As a politician, instead of crying peace, Bunting has been one of the biggest political violence producing person in Jamaica. Bunting.
Yes.
He has produced so much violence within the PNP. Comrade against comrade, a tear down and a fight and all kind of something. When I'm not online up on the ground.
And being murdered.
And then now it come down to murder. Bunting for just go on now. And that's why the United States ambassador came out against him and diss him and say you're too wicked, reporting people without evidence. That has never happened before. So everything we're seeing at the politics now, there's a first. First time you see murder cover up, right? And it's the first time you see a U.S. ambassador come out and publicly say that the former national security minister was being corrupt.
And the fact must be accepted by him and his followers and all the Rice followers, which is a handful, them number about 3,000. What they must accept finally is that the powering of the dream, Bunting's dream to be prime minister, is dead. It's over. It get dumped. It's gone. It's washed away. They're at the bottom of the ocean. Shark make it down there. Rotten them now, lamb it. Whale now eat it. Octopus now look on it. So it's over. Peter Bunting's powering of the dream to be prime minister is dead and buried. He must now take away himself because nobody, the politics don't need him. Jamaica don't need him. PNP certainly never need him. So it's time now to fully accept. And as you say, we need to return sanity to the national politics because people trust me. Tonight, me I watch the news. To a farmer, businessman, how in every name you gonna go with $600,000 live cash gone in a bush commit 6 man to go buy coal.
Kill him. Oh my God. Set up.
Shot him dead.
A set up.
Yes.
Oh, what the hell? I must a thief in call them. A thief in call them.
Yes. And a long time I buy people thief in go too.
God have mercy.
$600,000 life cash in the back bush, way in the deep, bushy area, lonely of St. Elizabeth. And them kill him.
Oh God, so then take your money.
Of course. 6 gunmen and them gone with the money and them dead.
Then, right? Oh God, then look at $600,000 share for 6 people. Boy, the situation desperate.
Of course. So we must get serious. We must understand this country is perilously placed at the edge of a precipice, and we must stop the foolishness. She's gone to heaven, unfortunately, in a tragic way. But God bless, is a woman again. God bless the soul of Melissa, because she is helping us. We may not realize it. Me realize it, because them said make mad. But she is helping us to clean up the People's National Party and to clean up the national politics. Because trust me, people, when the right PNP come back, the whole of them, the whole of the case, them all took a push to them get choked after 5 years or whatever. We are going to change the law and we are going to bring it that the Dr. Bloomfield murder, the Jeremy Jr. murder, and the robbery at the Petcom, the robbery down with the Spectrum, the robbery out of the electrification program, and the whole heap of robbery, national housing trust, you name it. It's a whole barrage of things PNP government led by Lisa Anna. I will come back to the public with it. I'm not going to shock. I feel no it's them. Because you know, send them to Panaris, they prison, you know. The little ordinary gunman, them, that's why them are laugh after we and get the brazen. You have to start dealing with the crime, where the crime really originates from. The top Panaris, them. And when just people, little gunman say, right, for example, hyperbole, may I say this. Suppose them say, rotted, leeching again, bang, the Ghana court of boom sentence. Dabo and the PJ get bang the boom sentence, Andrew Holness get bang the boom. They must sit up and step back and start change them life, and the crime suddenly the crime rate start drop.
You have to set example for sure.
Yeah,
but you know, say,
prison, of course.
But look here, from when me hear them say we're gonna have bipartisan discussions working with crime, it not going to take just no government. Me not care who in the government. It not just gonna take no government. Everybody has to work together, and more than just mouth talk or promises. There needs to be summits going on in every parish around the country. Town hall meeting, summits, bringing everybody, all that who are victim, all that who are nearly perpetrator, bring everybody in the discussion of a peaceful Jamaica. There is no reason at all for Jamaicans to be killing off each other like that. Good God Almighty. Look how much people will lose in that between slavery to political warfare. It's time now for we learn to love and protect each other. Our children, our women, and our men. We can disagree. Oh God, yes, we can disagree. But we no need to go for no gun. I could look here, I'll take money. $100,000 to kill people. Them something they come on, man. I know so we stay. This needs to stop. The contract killing needs to be handled in the country. I have talked to so many people who say, right now, them no want have no lot and part with Jamaica because a man can pay a little bit of money for a man come kill them. You're not supposed to feel away there.
But interestingly enough, Dr. Peter Phillips in recent times, called a crime summit, a brilliant organized crime summit down at the conference center. Malahoo Fort was in the ministry at the time. When you look, them scuff, major top echelon of the private sector came. National Security Minister, when Oriel Sang, them in scuff. But the major, no, yesterday, God is good. Every time God is good. I heard the Prime Minister saying they need to have a crime summit, and I laughed. And I said, no, you know, when Peter Phillips said in 2021, in his budget presentation at the closing, he said, Jamaica, let us have a 1 week of national prayer across the length and breadth of this country. Our Gregory, then Archbishop, retired now. You know what he Sunday? Come and read the whole, my boring, you know, read them article, and I read Sunday when me, I read like, with the gleaner, the thing, the focus page. Gregory wrote, don't listen to Peter Phillips. Show Peter Phillips one side. Listen to Andrew Holness. The other day when he retire, God is good, every time. But Natalie, the country in a trouble. Me's a fun-loving person. Me love God. But me find myself these days, me not go further than me go my conference, my constituency conference last year. And this right man go, she come there. She did you know. And at the picture me see, when me realize she did up the line from me.
Oh, look a bit of blood.
Right man, and she did on, she look straight down my line. And she did on labor right. So me not behind the mind. Can say, I can't mean shut up to me, look behind me. See some man stand up behind me. Two of them I recognize as riser. But let me hear them back. And when she did that, go on and just league and about the word labor. I said to myself in my mind, say, oh, she identifying another one of our colleagues who are here at the PE Central St. Andrew Constituency Conference. Eventually, when my MP to be come, Dennis, we walk going in the crowd, I go up the way there where she did. I don't know which part she disappear. I never really go attack her. Right? Because I'm a constituency conference, I can't afford to match it up. But me, I said to myself, say, normally princess now, the normal princess will I go up there to and say, oh, yeah, just as labor like. You know me? Where you do you so? But then we recognize her from the picture on the post, say, oh, and she now mix up, you know, in the murder. So me actually say, the situation in the country is in a very unstable. Every single community, the most peaceful, decent, every single community have at least one gun in it.
Mm-hmm. You know, so what do you tell somebody say, okay, so me used to live at Greenwich Farm, and back in them time there, even in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, so places like Greenwich Farm, you know, them the place that it come like, you know, middle class, almost residential. People never used to do that them places. As a matter of fact, you know, so some of the most prominent bands. You have the melodians and them people, a song singer come from this, because when I'm a grandaunt, she was with Trevor McNaughton, the melodians. Them people, them used to be productive members of the community and the society. And then over time, crime does take over the place. Greenwich Farm, not just that, but the infrastructure. It's not like it used to be. You know, a lot of things, too many garrisons. I mean, it's everybody have to play a part. So that's why me can come out here, come, you know, bring down Andrew every day. And when we look at the opposition, we say, all right, then let us say we want to replace Andrew. We're gonna replace him with. If you're not an alternative to get the people them, but you get up and cuss people every day, you make no sense. You're stupid.
True. But the thing is, when them paint the 70s as this terror time, and it was a great advancement, the greatest social revolution in our history as a country and the Caribbean. But the thing is, when you look at what has happened since 2011, when Andrew was appointed, the changes in terms of a political war is going on, you know. Children, murder. We never in our history, not care whether man the stats dead it can be out the road, we know. We have never seen this kind of murderous situation at children. This between 2016 to now, since Andrew take over back, is the highest rate of children being murdered. Women. It reach out in the school that teachers get license firearm and go school, gone to school with license firearm, and this is the situation reach. Teacher have license firearm and go to school with.
But look here, even when we had political warfare in Jamaica, when you look at the murder rate annually, it still was not as high as it is now. I mean, you never even see 1,000. I don't even think it was like 800. No, it wasn't that high. But no, we don't really have political warfare like before. And right now, we're holding down one of the most high murder rates in the region and in the world. Something is wrong. But Liz,
and people attacking your integrity commission, your ombudswoman, your auditor general, your even the police, the good working police are being attacked, but they're not being poisoned. They must set them up to get shot dead. The parts of the military where good is being attacked. The parts of the church that make sense is being attacked. The school community teachers under siege. I mean, it is as if God has created Jamaica as hell presently. And he's saying to us, Jamaicans that are here on the rock, he said, look here, this is what it look and feel like. So, because as I said a while ago, because Andrew, but when we turn around and look, we don't have nobody for a place, Andrew, so a devil one and devil two. So we know the people caught in this head, fire top, fire bottom. We are the glory, hallelujah. And at the middle, we have to get up, we have to participate, we have to get active. But you cannot join this nasty hell to attack those institutions. We need them. And God Almighty, we must be thankful that we still have people willing in the national interest back on the job.
True. It's a dangerous time.
And them not put nobody in there because them want to crush the office, because them know them deeds.
All right, Liz. Well, thank you for your contribution. We're at 1 hour 34 minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up now. And we will bring you back on as usual. So say good night to the people them. And
good night, everybody. Please, everybody, get involved in your country's national affairs. Whether you're PMP, genuine PMP, or labor right, genuine labor right.
Yes.
You need to get involved. Jamaica need to know one band.
Yes.
Because everybody we talk about the crime, it can be a PMP, GLP.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
A unified front.
Right. This is the language we want to hear. Yes. Mama said this is the language that we want to hear.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Thank you again.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Yeah. Look a bit.
All right.
Guys, before we wrap up tonight, I just want to big up the Jamaica Constabulary Force for taking a stance against what we see the police them do over TikTok. I don't know if you guys saw that, where they jump on a trend about I am a police officer. Of course I do this and of course I do that. I have been tagging the Jamaica Constabulary Force for a while now, telling them to get them officers off of TikTok. Because I see them officer over there do some unspeakable things. Mr. Police officer in a uniform sit down in a car over TikTok. I take on conversation with some people if you're a gunman. Right? And me I say then them have no work for go do. Me see young police officers over there. Bring on them look of family. One look a boy no more than about 5. And that police officer asks the look a boy some sexually explicit questions. So the police force in a Jamaica must have policies to govern the way that their officers behave in and out of uniform. They don't need to be on TikTok doing those things. They need to stop it. Likewise, the Ministry of Education and the people who are responsible for the children them in the country, they need to take those kids from off of TikTok. No wonder the kids are failing. All they see over there, them put on video and a wind up themselves. Me have a 15-year-old and she cannot go up on TikTok but show herself. I want to run dirty joke over here, so. Them need to take the professionals them off of TikTok. I don't know why they invent TikTok, But me not going to fight it down still just because I don't agree with it. But when it comes down to professionals and how they're using the platform, when it comes down to children and how they're on the platform, it's pick me over there in them uniform and wind up themselves to some of the most sexually explicit songs over there. And right now we have a thing in a dancehall where the dancehall artists them are promote drug use for pop pills and pop Molly and pop all kind of pill. We must be careful as a country. The kids them should never be in a them uniform over TikTok, guys. You not agree with me? Jamaican children, them should not be on the TikTok. We should be protecting our kids from the internet. The internet can be a good place for learning and things like that. But what I see coming out of Jamaica is not a good look. The kids need to have regulations in schools where them not bringing them phone at school and I do certain things. Yes, they can carry them phone, but they're not supposed to dip on their phone and they're not supposed to have TikTok on their phone while them in at the school. That's why them not learn nothing because they're distracted. The school that my daughter goes to, she has a cell phone. But the day I have to go up to the school to get the phone is the day she cannot have it anymore. Because at her school, them can't carry them phone because the people them a travel by themselves on the school bus and so forth. So you want them have them like a phone. But they must not be using the phones in schools. And if they're caught using the phones, the parents must come up there and get it. And that is an indication that your child is not following the guidelines and the rules. Them cannot video no fight and put it on social media or nowhere at all. Because if they do, they will get expelled or suspended from the school. So it shows, say, the Ministry of Education need to take up this in hand and put policies in school, cell phone policies, right? I see them have fight videos. I see them have... Boy, I don't like it. We cannot make social media a dumb down the kids them I expose them to things that they're not supposed to expose to. I make them overuse technology. They're not learning anything in schools. We have to be careful. There are some countries in the world where them can't just jump on internet. Them not have no smartphone. I will might look on that and say, what kind of country them backwards? No, you can't just let the thing go loose like that. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. My daughter 15, she not on social media. She might have one little account where she can go watch certain things or go look up certain things. But she can't out there show up herself and wind up herself and post up no picture. No. We have to be careful. And they can't be so consumed by it. Me see somebody over TikTok a cuss where they say, or the parents them careless because them have them look a boy picnic, a dance pan TikTok and some big man underneath them comments. Basically, I look the little boy them over TikTok, school picnic in a uniform. Because then come over there and wind up themselves. It's not a good look. So I'm calling on Favour Williams, the Minister of Education, to put down some policies in the schools about the use of smartphones and social media. And I'm also going to call on the parents of Jamaica. You're not supposed to just give your kids phones and not monitor them. Let us take life in stages. And everything we big people do, kids who are a developing mind should be able to do and do it irresponsibly. Let us get a hold of the situation, guys. I mean, if you go, that's why I'm not really go up on TikTok. Somebody asks me, say, if me stream over them. No, because right now, a one underage person may have on my Facebook. Me not even want to pick me on my Facebook. Because sometimes you talk certain things, you don't really want to pick me on it. So I don't really want to go in on a space with no children and them something there. But very funny like that. So the Jamaica Constabulary Force, me not see no other police force in the world over TikTok are going like how the Jamaica police them are going over there. Then if you come off of there and come down from there and go look something do. Some of the teacher them in the school at Jamaica, me don't really want to say boy they not forget pan TikTok. If the kids them do something good, I would want to see it. Yes, I would. But when I see the teacher, some of them not teach them nothing in high school at Jamaica. All them do a turn on TikTok and they pick them and I forget likes and follows over TikTok. Them for stop it. Yes, them for stop it. Go do some work. Interact with the kids them. Teach the kids them because if them did not learn anything, we wouldn't have reports say, 15-year-old pick them at Jamaica, they not learn nothing. And they not bright like the rest of the world. We're going to hell in a handbasket, man. This is not right. I want to see what them police they come and come jump and train. Long time me attack JCF and I tell them say, take the police them from off of TikTok. Take them from off of TikTok. When we go to school and we in a primary school at Jamaica, in the 80s and 90s and the early 90s and them time there, we can't even walk per road in our uniform and go a certain way. Because if our parents not see we, somebody are going to see we and talk. We shall me live at Jamaica. My principal at school used to walk from school and walk past my yard for go bus stop for take bus car Portmore. So me have to be careful. The penny them nowadays, them need supervision. They need guidance from their yard to in the school them. Minister of Education Favour Williams put down some policies in the schools about cell phone use. The penny them not supposed to in the school I use no cell phone. Any electronic device I use, I must this teachers them and the school administering lessons. No TikTok and them something there. Them need to stop it because they're distracted. Police them when I sit down in them car at daytime. I talk to eyeglass every day. And I have some inappropriate conversations. It don't look good. Like seriously. And somebody say, why are we allowing technology to control? Yes, that's what it comes down to. Technology a control. Me not say technology bad, guys, because it serves a purpose. We right here so use it in a good way. And many other people are do the same thing. And even this YouTube platform here, there are some very good learning opportunities on here, whether in academia or otherwise. You know much things me learn for do on a YouTube here, DIY, and then sitting there. Some are really against it, but we have to do things in moderation. We can't overdo things. Nothing is supposed to be done. Nothing is supposed to be overdone, is what I'm saying. And the schools them really need some regulations in them. I don't know what them I do, right? The chief permanent secretary over the education ministry, Miss Dr. Cassantrope. Cassantrope was one of my mentors growing up. Cassan was a very mature, outgoing mentor when I was in primary school, right? And we used to go on summer trips with Cassan them, and they used to guide we as we are grow. Remember, I take a village, guys. So one time we used to live for a yard at summertime and go on a country with the organization what Cassan used to help run for the kids them in the community. We used to have such a good time. When the summer done and we forgot we yard, we ball, everybody are cried and don't want to leave. Because we had some very good mentors. And we never have no mentor we feel we up on a rape we have and they sitting there. We went there, we had a good time. And we had people who cared, and Cassan was one of them. Where, I mean, she was just a sweetheart. She's there now, and she know how the thing go. So if you can send this to those people and make them hear say, the kids them, we are lose them to technology. They will come off a TikTok. Them at the mercy at pedophiles over there and all kind of something. And the schools must play a part. Okay? So thank you guys for joining this live tonight. Please share it with your friends and anybody who is interested in the topic at hand tonight. We were talking about whether this murder cover-up happening at the opposition with Julian Silvera et al., if it will have an impact on future elections, especially the one that is looming now, the local government election. Why? Because this is a very high-profile, unprecedented murder case in Jamaica. For those of you who have not seen it, there's an upload this evening comparing the Silvera murder case to that of Alex Murdoch, who is an attorney in South Carolina from a family of solicitors, both affluent people, and that's how the comparison was made. They're affluent people. These crimes were not expected of them, or accusations or allegations on one side or another. It's very high profile, very shocking to a lot of people. So I encourage you guys to watch that video. Leave a comment on it and let me know if you guys see the comparison between them, and share it with your friends. I appreciate each and every one of you who come here each night religiously to come engage. Because we're not out here looking at fans and them something there. We want to engage and have a discussion, a civil discourse with our friends. Okay? So have a good night, guys, until we meet again, and take care of yourselves. Good night.